In today's edition of Behind These Walls, we're visiting the Sinclair-Hines house. In 1752, Arthur Smith IV sold 2 lots along present-day Church Street to Edward Goodrich. 6 years later, these were sold to Andrew Mackey, who likely built the first house on this site. In 1778, Captain John Sinclair was the owner, and he was one of Smithfield's most flamboyant and interesting citizens.
He was a real character. The story is that he was outfitting a privateer for the French. His daughter, Elizabeth, was engaged to Mr. Parker, who lived next door, and he was the purveyor of the port. And so it was his duty to tell the officials of anything that was illegal going on waterside. And so he reported Captain Sinclair. And these troops came down from Richmond to see what was going on. He was arrested and they took the boat that he was outfitting. But when it finally came to trial, Captain Sinclair was let off on the technicality because the cannonball that they seized did not fit the cannon on the ship. You know, I was 19 years old, and to me it was just beautiful. To me, it was just special. As with almost every house in town, it was white with green shutters. We decided we wanted some color. It was built in 1758, and I think that it was unlived in for almost 20 years. And then Captain Sinclair moved in here. And I think that it was at that time that he did some of the embellishments, put the crown moldings in and kind of upgraded it a little bit. When we first started on it, it was in September of 1980. Some of my friends asked me, well, when do you think you'll get back in it? Because we had torn off the kitchen. And so I said, oh, probably by Christmas. Well, it was 11 months later when we finally got in. And that was because we had agreed to have it on tour. Our kitchen was a card table with an electric skillet, and the refrigerator had the microwave on top of it in the dining room. And we had no running water downstairs. You had to take all the dishes and wash them upstairs in the Lincoln tub. So we finally finished it for that house tour. And then in 1980 and 81, we added the addition. We called it the great room at that time because it was great to us. We also stripped the whole house down to the bare wood and glazed all the windows, recaulked, renailed, put on a new roof, new plumbing, new electricity, and new plaster. Then we were able to buy half the lot next door. That was when we built the carriage house and Sunny shop and added we call it the river room, where we could sit and look out to the river. We found this cannonball, and I knew nothing about that kind of stuff, and I was scared to death to bring it in the house. Finally, I did bring it in. We had a new roof put on, and they found a wood chisel underneath the original roof, and also a little hand drill was in the wall when one of the walls we tore out. Other little shards of china and things that we found over the years. That kind of kept my interest when we were having to do tedious kind of stuff. So I would try, when you're digging, hope to find something good. It has been fun to meet several of the Sinclairs that come here over the years, particularly during the house tours. They'll introduce themselves. One day, somebody knocked on the door, and I went to the door, and he said his name was David Sinclair. He was visiting from North Carolina. And I didn't even know I said it. I said, welcome home. And he came in. He and his wife, and we showed him around the house and everything. And so we have kept in touch. That has been fun. It is just a special place for us. It really is. Every day we just revel at how much we love this house. And the other day, we were getting ready to go to bed, and Sonny was standing in the den, and he said, I could live in this house for the rest of my life. You never own a house like this, that it's just your turn in history to live in it.